Shocking. The most mysterious book in the Bible. Isaiah's revelation will haunt you forever. In the dusty corner of an old library, where sunlight barely breaks through the grimy windows, lies a book shrouded in mystery, the Book of Isaiah. This isn't just any ancient text. It's said to contain secrets so powerful that even the bravest souls tremble at the thought of uncovering them. Whispers swirl around the pages, claiming they hold prophecies that could change lives or end them. The very air crackles with peculiar energy as you flip through the brittle pages, each word like a hidden spell waiting to be cast. As you read aloud, the ink seems to shimmer, and a chilling draft sweeps through the aisles, making your heart race with unease. Just like that, you stumble upon chapter 14, where it speaks of a creature called the fallen star. Some believe it's a metaphor for power gone awry. Others swear it's an actual being tied to tragedy. A low rumble shakes the ground, and for a moment, the familiar sounds of the library disappear. Suddenly, the faint scent of brimstone fills your lungs, and a grim realization hits Isaiah as words might not just be poetic musings. A half-eaten candle on a nearby table flickers erratically, casting unsettling shadows against ancient walls that seem to pulse with the rhythm of a heartbeat. You can't help but wonder, has someone or something taken notice of your curiosity? Overhead, a sudden thud echoes, pulling your gaze upward. The wooden ceiling creaks in protest, and a gasp ricochets through the room as a group of students huddles together, eyes wide with terror. They exchange hurried whispers, each word draped in nervous urgency. "Did you hear that?" One stammers, her voice trembling. You lock eyes with another, a boy whose fists are clenched tight, and for a moment, your collective fear swells like a wave ready to crash. Hey, before we continue with this amazing story, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Take a quick second to check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I'd hate for you to miss any of the exclusive content coming soon. And while you're there, smash that like button. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Oh, and tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's connect. With the room still heavy with silence, the atmosphere shifts once more. A single page flutters, somehow turned by an unseen hand, revealing Isaiah's cryptic warning about shadows that walk among us. The hair on your arm stands on end. Was that a whisper? Or just the rustle of a turning page? Suddenly, the candle extinguishes, plunging you into darkness. Heart pounding, you feel the chill wrap around you like icy fingers. The students are no longer in sight, leaving behind only the echo of their fading breaths. As you take a hesitant step forward, a cold hand brushes against your shoulder. You whirl around, breath caught in your throat, desperate to confront whatever entity watches from the shadows. What lies beyond these pages? What secrets does Isaiah guard with such ferocity? And who, or what, is waiting for you to dig deeper? Your heart races as the darkness swallows you whole, the silence around you becoming deafening. Panic claws at your throat. You take a shaky step backward, your eyes straining to adjust to the black. The dim outline of the library seems to close in, suffocating you with its oppressive presence. "Hello," you whisper, your voice trembling. There's no answer. The stillness is almost mocking. Then, creeping through the silence, you hear it. A soft rustle, like fabric sliding against itself. Your instincts scream to run, but your feet are stuck, glued to the cold, hard floor. Another rustle, sharper this time. You gasp, the sound chilling you to the core. What was lurking behind you? Suddenly, a flicker of light emerges like a beacon. A deep breath escapes your lips as you spin back, the familiar glow of the candle reigniting. Shadows dance around the room, yet the flickering flame is not a comfort. Instead, it feels like a warning. Behind you, the spectral outline of a figure shimmers momentarily in the corner of your vision before disappearing as quickly as it appeared. "Get out!" A voice rasps in the dark, low and guttural like gravel crunching underfoot. You barely have time to analyze the tone before an icy gust rips through the aisles, extinguishing the candle again. Heart thumping wildly, you fumble for your phone, air thick with the scent of sulfur. You thumb the screen on, squinting against the harsh blue light, casting a glow around you. That's when you notice them books scattered at your feet, pages turned and torn, all seemingly pointing to where you stand now. Isaiah's words come rushing back, memories of the fallen star, the warnings of shadows flickering through your mind. Why was this happening? What do they want? Then a creeping shadow slides along the floor, brushing your foot. You jump back, blood rushing to your head. With a surge of adrenaline, you turn toward the exit. Just as you take a step, the heavy wooden door slams shut with a deafening crash, rattling the frame violently. Help! You shout, but your voice echoes back, trapped in this haunted space. You pound on the door, desperation clawing your chest. Whatever was here didn't want you to leave. Ahead, another chill breeze brings with it a voice, faint, almost melodic. Open the book, embrace your fate. The words seem to weave through the air, wrapping around you like tendrils of an unseen force, pulling you closer to the table where the book of Isaiah lies. The dimes in your pocket feel heavy, like anchors, and part of you knows you should run. But something deep inside you is drawn to it, its pages whispering secrets only you can reveal. A chance to understand, to confront whatever darkness is lurking. As your hand inches toward the book, heart racing, the library quakes. Dust rains down from the ceiling. You can't hold back the dread any longer. What are you? You cry out, hoping for an answer that might save you. The room plunges into silence again, but this time, it's different, charged, electric. You feel eyes on you, staring, watching, and then a deep, echoing voice answers, drenched in malice. Why do you run from the truth? You freeze, realization dawning like a cold morning sun. Whatever horror lies ahead is not only waiting for you to dig deeper, it is inviting you in. You hold your breath, the weight of your choice settling in. Will you confront the darkness and find the truth, or will you be consumed by it? As you ponder your next move, the ground shakes again, and a shattering sound reverberates from the other side of the door. What awaits beyond, and will you have the courage to face it? The door quakes under the weight of something unseen, a force thrumming with dark energy. You stumble back, the flicker of hope disappearing like smoke in the wind. Each heartbeat feels like a countdown. What lies beyond that barrier? What has been waiting for you in this prison of shadows? Open the book, embrace your fate. The voice echoes again, insistent and haunting, wrapping around your mind like a predator coiling around its prey. The book of Isaiah sits there, tauntingly still, its faded pages whispering, begging for discovery. But can you trust it? Can you trust anything here? The air grows thick with a tension that feels almost alive, crawling against your skin like ice. You want to flee, to scream, but something holds you, a dark compulsion. You step forward, compelled by an irresistible pull. The book has history. It has power. Your hand stretches out. An unseen breeze swirls around you, wrestling with your resolve. Just as your fingers touch the worn leather, the door groans again, but this time there's a voice sharp and crackling like lightning. It sounds like someone is fighting to get through. Release me. We mustn't stay here. You snap your head towards the door. The urgency in the voice is chilling, like shards of glass tearing through the silence. Is it a prisoner? Or something worse? Help! You call. What do you want? There's no answer, just the echo of your own fear. That a flash of light sputters through the air, igniting shadows that writhe around you. They shift and pulse, forming shapes you can't quite focus on, fleeting, putrid figures that make your stomach churn. You crouch down, breath hitching in your throat, the weight of 1,000 eyes bearing down upon you. Deep inside, a fragile flicker of resolve ignites. You remember Isaiah's warnings. Open the book. It pushes and pulls. It's a confrontation you can't back away from. You gather every ounce of courage and pull the book to you. Dust erupts in a thick cloud as you yank it open, pages flapping restlessly. The words seem alive, shimmering, shadows flickering across the letters. A rush of voices fills your ears, tumbling over one another in a chaotic symphony of despair and rage. Then, with a brutal force, the door bursts open. Light floods the room, illuminating everything for just a heartbeat before plunging back into darkness. A figure stands in the doorway, tall and menacing, fully formed yet barely corporeal. "Fool! You don't understand what you've awoken," the shadow hisses, a sound like metal grinding against stone. It strides into the room, an ethereal weight pressing against your chest, making it hard to breathe. You'll wish you'd never opened that cursed book. Your heart races. The flicker of candles suddenly erupts into flames, dancing wild in the surge of energy. The whispers in the book grow deafening, merging with the voice of the shadow. You cannot run from your fate. You must choose now. Fear courses through you, sparking a primal instinct to fight or flee. A terrible choice looms ahead. The truth of what waits beyond the dark could change everything you know or could lead you into madness. With the figures looming closer, shadowy hands reaching out, you choke on your words, heart hammering. "What do you want from me?" The shadow leans in, its face obscured, leaving only red, burning eyes to bore into your soul. To see, to feel, to bleed, can you withstand the darkness that thrums beneath the surface? Will you dare embrace the truth, or will you fall victim to the nightmare that has been awakened? The book vibrates in your hands, urging you to go deeper, and then a scream reverberates through the library, but it does not come from you. What creature has been unleashed, and what harrowing truth will you uncover next? You grip the book of Isaiah tighter, the leather straining under your yearning fingers. The shadows jerk around you, electrifying the air, and the scream blends with the chaos in your mind. The voice of the shadow looms heavy, almost tangible. Your choice is clear. Embrace what you fear or be consumed by the abyss. What is lurking in the depths of the darkness? Your eyes dart from the swirling figures to the door, half tempted to flee. But there, in the doorway, the figure with its seething energy anchors your attention. "Shall I guide you?" The shadow's laughter rings, chilling and bitter. "I can reveal the secrets of the world, but at a cost." Each word drips like poison, and the weight of its gaze feels like a code, a challenge to your very essence. "Enough!" You shout, your voice bold against the cacophony of whispers. "What do you want? What am I supposed to do?" The reply comes as a low, guttural growl. "Seek the truth within the pages only, then may you break free." You glance down at the trembling book. The words swim in front of your eyes, as if alive. Whispers drum against your ears, urging you to turn the pages. The promise of knowledge taunts you, mingled with the bitter taste of fear. With the chaos swirling around you, you force your heart to steady. Taking a deep breath, you flip the pages open, searching for a clue, a sign of what to do next. Each turn reveals archaic prose and impossible imagery. "Know thyself," a passage whispers. "Only through pain can enlightenment bloom." The words ripple through you, a jolt of recognition. The echo of your own heartbeat pounds in your ears, mingling with the blood racing through your veins. Dark memories flash before you, moments of fear and doubt that clung like shadows. Is your own history woven into this book? Face it, the shadow screams, and you sense a crackling agitation in the air. The truth lies shattered in your past. The words ignite a storm within you. They claw at old wounds you thought were healed. You stagger backward as images flood your mind. Painful losses, bitter betrayals, secrets buried deep. "I can't," you scream, appalled at the realization of what that knowledge could bring. Your denial equips your darkness. It rebuts, a sharp rasp lacing its tone. You must confront it to escape this torment. The shadows writhe, and one seems to lurch forward, something predatory lingering within. Your breath quickens as you dive back into the book, fingers racing over lines, desperate for understanding. Insights flare to life in your mind. The exiled souls of tormented figures whisper the stories of their anguish, a tortured past begging for release. Suddenly, the flames flicker erratically. A dark omen ripples through the room. You waste time. The shadow bellows, its shape stalking closer, tendrils almost caressing you. Will you ignore the fate woven into the fabric of your life? Your heart races, the weight of choices presses down on you like a boulder. The screams echo louder, a roar of souls lost. One final push to free yourself, expose the truth. It's an ultimatum you know you must face, but at what cost? The air crackles with the tension of your impending choice, and the shadows grow impatient, yearning for your surrender. Light heads towards you, brimming with the possibility of answers, yet engulfed in darkness. Can you step forth, challenge those shadows lurking in the crevices of your soul, and forge your destiny from despair? As the flames surge, illuminating the darkness for just a moment, a piercing silence envelopes you. Everyone holds their breath, waiting for your response, but does the truth await you, or doom? The answer beckons from the page, just beyond your grasp. What horrors and revelations will you unveil in your pursuit of freedom? The hush nearly suffocates you, pressing against your chest. You're at the edge, teetering between fear and revelation. The shadow waits, its anticipation thick as fog swirling around your ankles. The daggered fear in your heart sharpens, intoxicating. There's a chance for liberation, a breath of freedom, but at what price? Look deeper. It hisses, its voice now a serpentine whisper, sinuous and slithering. The shadows twist and ripple, as if trying to invade your very essence. What are you truly afraid of? What am I afraid of? You search yourself, searching the chaos for clarity. Is it the knowledge buried within? The decisions made under duress? No, it's the whispers of despair that haunt you, the fear of confronting an unbearable truth. Your fingers hover above the ancient pages, the words pulsating like a heart. You can't deny that the book calls to you, its power both enticing and terrifying. The past is just a shadow, it promises, but the truth will set you free. Trust it. With a trembling hand, you flip to the next page. The script writhes and morphs, coming alive under your touch. Before your eyes, the ink flows like blood, forming images from your life, faint echoes of your sorrow. A child's laughter replaced by silence. Friends once cherished, now shadows in distant corners. Betrayals you thought were forgotten, clawing their way back to your memory. No, you gasp, your breath hitching. A surge of pain rips through your chest, tangible, raw. You must embrace it. The shadow coaxes, its voice smooth, coiling around you. Turn the pain into power. Only then can you break the chains wrapped around your heart. Can I really? The thought cuts deep. There's a choice here besides the lies you've held. Faces flash before your eyes, each one a reminder of your failures, your fears. Time slows, the reality unfurling slowly, painfully, like a dark flower blooming in the cold. The shadow inches closer, almost caressing you. Let go of that fear. Accept that you are defined by your scars, not your silence. With a shuddering breath, you do the unthinkable. You press your palm into the pages, letting the words seep into your skin. The sensation is electric, a surge of fire lacing through your veins. Instantly, images explode in your mind, a timeline of choices, each haunting moment replaying behind your eyelids like an old film crackling to life. You see yourself, eyes alight with hope, standing at a crossroads. One path beckons with falsehoods, the other dark and twisted, yet urging you to forge ahead. A low growl thunders through the air, the shadow's impatience rising like a tempest. Reveal yourself. It demands, the pressure building, almost unbearable. Only then shall you inherit the truth. Pain senses flood through your heart, memories mangling and clawing. A scream wells within, raw and unwieldy. You wrestle with the depth of your history, gripping the pages as if they might anchor you in the storm raging within. Suddenly, the air shifts, becoming heavy and charged. There, it is the moment of clarity, the sliver of understanding. I am not just my past. You murmur, the realization crashing over you like a wave. Then take that truth. The shadow hisses, frustration bubbling beneath its voice. But beware, once you unearth it, there's no turning back. Your heart pounds harder than ever, the pulsating rhythm matching the cracks forming in your facade. In the dimness of the room, light begins to break through an incandescent promise. Yet dread washes over you. What if I can't accept it? What if the words hang in the air, painfully unspoken? The shadow swirls, dark tendrils curling tightly, ready to envelop you completely. As you steal one final glance at the pages, the looming question whispers in your ear. Are you brave enough to face the truth, whatever it may reveal? Gathering every ounce of courage, you feel the heat of the unknown radiate towards you. And then, with breath taken and resolve steeled, you prepare to plunge into the abyss of your own soul. What revelations will ignite from the ashes of your darkness? What truths lay buried, just waiting for the spark to ignite them? The moment you touch the pages, everything shifts. The air crackles, alive with energy. The ink slides into a vivid panorama, shadows swirling into a dizzying dance. Memories take form, spinning like a reel of film, each one sharper than the last. A child's laughter becomes a menacing echo, shifting to a hollow silence that gnaws at your heart. You gasp. Images burst forth, a birthday party gone wrong, a long-lost friend's betrayal, a tumultuous sea of emotions cresting over you. The past locks around you like a vice, despair tightening its grip. Embrace it. The shadow insists, its breath hot against your ear. Every wound you carry is a door. Open it. The words slice through you, a dangerous promise. You try to focus, but those haunting memories swirl, trapping you in their maw, cold and suffocating. Your heart races, pounding against the wall of dread building within you. Stop. I can't. You cry out, overwhelmed. Stop nothing. It commands. Your truth waits. Relinquish your fear. The shadow presses in, wrapping itself around you, a cloak of darkness. You blink against the tide of memories. A forgotten anger erupts within, feelings of helplessness fresh and palpable. Stranded between comfort and chaos, nothing feels safe anymore. With every heartbeat, the images accelerate, pouring into your consciousness. The fear morphs. You're not just confronting your past. You're on the verge of acknowledging the pain seeping into your bones, the betrayal nesting deeply in your spirit. You see the face of the one who hurt you, the sorrow in their eyes. Mingled with your own reflection, the pain, now a mirror, showing the futility of hiding. No more. You scream, an echo through the shadowy abyss. I refuse to be a prisoner of my past. And then, a flicker of light pierces through, illuminating the darkness. You feel the warmth wrap around your soul, a flicker igniting against the chill of despair. It's a silver thread of hope, the first real breath of freedom, a realization flooding you. I have the power. Power? The shadow scoffs. Power or illusion? Your authority crumbles like dust. Face it. Your pulse quickens. No, I won't let you drown me. The shadows hiss in protest, pulling tighter, but you muster a strength born from the struggle. I'm not just my scars. They're my stories, and from them I rise. In that moment, the wordless pulse of the book wraps around you. Your declaration reverberates through the darkness, and the shadows falter, retreating, almost as if they're afraid of your newfound conviction. The realization blooms within you, a truth that burns disturbingly bright. A rush of energy surges, pushing the shadows back. Images crystallize again, but now they dance with clarity, the colors blending into something vibrant, alive. You see faces not as burdens, but as chapters, each a lesson learned, each a step forward. But there is still something lurking, a shadow deeper than the rest. An image flickers at the edge of your consciousness, a warning, a reminder. You see a door, cracked and ajar, whispering of secrets still unclaimed, darkness still untamed. What lies beyond? The shadow murmurs, its voice dripping with malice. In that heartbeat, you face the dilemma anew. You can stay put, venture only into the comfort of your past, or push past the door into greater unknowns, the heart of the truth that terrifies you most. Determination swells in your chest, but fear grips your throat tight. I will know it all. You breathe fiercely, stepping toward the threshold. Each heartbeat drums the rhythm of bravery rising. Just as you cross the line, a terrifying laugh echoes, chilling you to your core. But what if the truth is worse than your darkened memories? The room spins, and as the shadows lash out cruelly, you brace yourself for what has to come. Will you discover strength or be consumed by the monsters of your past? Only the moment of truth will tell. The moment you step through the threshold, it feels like crossing into another realm. The door closes with a deafening thud behind you, sealing you within what seems like a hushed tomb. The light from the outside fades, replaced by an unearthly glow that dances teasingly along the walls, flickering in and out like a candle fighting against the wind. Around you, shadows twist and stretch, forming shapes that pulse with dark energy. The air is thick, suffocating, and a chill crawls up your spine as you tread further inside. Anxiety grips you, dragging at your heels, a relentless echo of every fearful thought you've ever ignored. Yet somehow, there's a spark of boldness kindling within, a whisper urging you to press on. Welcome, the shadow croons, its voice a smooth baritone that tingles against your skin. You've chosen well. Here, we explore what the world fears to face. You shiver, but straighten your shoulders. What do you mean? What is this place? You will see. It chuckles darkly. Past, present, and future are mere constructs. Here, the truth spills like ink. Every choice, every regret is laid bare. As you walk forward, the walls shimmer, the murky light revealing fleeting images of lives intertwined, yours and those of others. Faces swirl before you, each one etched with the weight of unspoken words and hidden fears. Relatives, friends, even strangers flicker through like flickers of a dying flame. In one instance, you see a young woman. The familiar contour of her face sends daggers straight into your heart. Emily? You gasp, a name trapped in your throat like a bone. Yes, and more. The shadow purrs, its tone dripping with irony. She is not merely a figure from your past, but a key to your understanding. Her choices intertwine with yours. But she betrayed me. Why should I trust anything about her? Despair claws at your chest as the memories rise like bile. Trust can be a powerful ally or a dangerous weapon. Choose wisely. The shadow leans closer, as if savoring your struggle, an impatient spectator waiting for the climax of the show. A choice has to be made. Each step toward understanding could also lead to pain that you dread. Suddenly, another series of images bursts forth, dark, twisted scenes that turn your stomach. You witness the betrayal with fresh eyes, as they morph into something even darker, a figure lurking in the background, watching, plotting. You freeze. No, it can't be. The shadows swirl faster now, growing chaotic as memories of whispered conversations surface, filled with lies tangled deep in their web. Who is that? You demand, catching the figure's malevolent gaze just as it fades into darkness. Your heart races along with the drum of fear in your chest. Ah, the true architect of your pain, the one who nudged the pieces into place. The shadow sounds almost thrilled as it watches your realization blossom. But doubt not, for their secrets are but a door. Will you have the courage to unravel it? In a heartbeat, the world shifts again, and you are no longer alone. The murmurs of past conversations blend into a symphony of doubts and fears, echoing in your mind like a chilling wind. You close your eyes, willing the darkness to part, to find the answers you desperately seek. Just when you think you're gaining control, the atmosphere turns. A sharp, icy breath whispers through you, sending violent shivers down your spine. Are you ready to sacrificially confront what you've hidden? The shadow taunts ominously. With your heart pounding in your chest, You know a reckoning is imminent. You open your eyes, determination lodged firmly within. Whatever truths lie in wait, you will face them. But as the shadows threaten to consume you once more, you hear it a distant echo of laughter, darker and more twisted than before. Welcome back. It taunts to the heart of your shadows. Just as dread claws at your throat, the memories swirl again, and your heart skips a beat. What could possibly come next? The shadows coil around you like a living entity, constricting and expanding, pulling you deeper into the fray of your own memories. The air hisses, thick with unspoken truths, and that dreadful laughter beneath layers of whispers stands as a taunting backdrop. The once flickering light strains, leaving you in a muted twilight, one that blurs the boundaries of your reality. What's happening? Your voice comes out unsteady, an echo lost in the oppressive space. The shadow looms larger as you tremble, pushing back the fear that threatens to consume you. Fear, regret, betrayal, these emotions are your chains. The shadow hisses, intensifying the pressure around you. Yet, every chain has the key. Images rush past you, faster and faster, Emily laughing at a sunlit picnic, your hands clasped tight as you lean into her infectious joy. But then, the scene warps into a darker vision. You see yourself yelling, her face twisted in confusion, the betrayal reeling like a slap. You're paralyzed, the anguish spilling like hot tears as the laughter echoes. Are you ready to face what you've hidden from your heart? Stop! You shout, fists clenched. The figures around you swirl violently, a cacophony of voices speaking in hushed tones. But one voice rises above them all, a cold breath of familiarity. It claws at your memory. Don't you see? She didn't just betray you. She was a part of something larger. You thought you knew her enough. You snap, rage igniting in your belly. The shadow chuckles, a sound both chilling and alluring. You still don't grasp it. The real betrayal lies not in her choices, but your own. With a sudden shift, the surroundings morph again, flinging you forward into a visceral moment. You stand in front of a mirror, feeling the deep cracks beneath your skin. Reflected back is not just your face, but the myriad versions of you, some brave, others cowardly, all haunted. Look closer, the shadow murmurs, urging you to examine the confession carved into your very soul. As you squint into your own eyes, fragments of past decisions cascade before you. Words unspoken, opportunities squandered, friendships abandoned fragile, threads unraveling before your sight. You swallow hard as your heart races faster. I didn't know, your voice hitches. Exactly, it sneers, delighted at your dawning realization. The choices you dismissed haunt you just as strongly as those who've hurt you. But understanding can be your armor. You must confront the truth to break these chains. The mirror cracks, shattering into endless pieces, and each reflection flashes a moment from your past, an important call left unanswered, a dangerous secret kept silent, love held back out of fear. Sudden movement catches your eye, and you glance back to the seams of darkness coalescing. What is happening? Panic tightens your throat as figures rush past, glimpses of twisted smiles and familiar expressions, each one an accusation. It's the truth, the shadow whispers. The uncomfortable aspect of encountering your essence, the truth you choose to run from. Face it and rise, or succumb to the weight of your regrets. With resolve sparking deep within, you take a step forward, challenging the darkness encroaching around you. But just as you feel the strength surging, the laughter swells again, deafening and dark. Are you prepared for the cost of knowing? It bellows, the shadows about to engulf you completely. They threaten to drown out your last remnants of courage. You take a deep breath, feeling a warmth bloom in your chest. You can't let this moment slip away. Who you whisper? Who really is the architect of all this? The laughter ceases, the whispers still. A silence blankets you, thick as fog. A single pulse of cold breath hits your ear, followed by a hushed answer. A name you've hidden not just from others, but from yourself. With that, your heart races as the shadows begin to loosen, revealing a deeper truth, one that could shatter everything you thought you knew. What are you about to uncover? The air shifts, saturated with anticipation. It hangs heavy around you, every breath feeling like a bold expedition into the unknown. The shadows recede slightly, but the malevolent presence remains, lurking just out of clear sight. You stand on the cusp of revelation, every nerve ending tingling with questions that beg for answers. A name you whisper, the words held captive in your throat. What name? The shadow leans in closer, the air crackling with an uneasy energy. It lies coiled within you. It purrs, like a snake preparing to strike. The architect of your despair is neither a stranger nor a foe. Your heart thunders, a frantic drumbeat echoing in the eerie silence. No, it can't be. It can't be me. A shiver dances along your spine. All this time, you thought the enemy was outside, the betrayals and losses haunting you from distant shores. The thought that the true architect could be your own decisions. Your own inertia feels like ice water splashed across your face. Yes, the shadow breathes, its voice both taunting and soothing. You built these walls, layer by stubborn layer. The deep-seated fears that kept you from forgiving, from moving forward. With a sharp intake of breath, images flash in your mind. There are the moments of hesitation, the weight of your unmade choices anchoring you in place. Friends calling you out, begging you to join them. How many times did you refuse out of fear? The shadow swirls, an impatient specter lurching toward you. What do you see? It demands, pressing the blade of truth against your psyche. Before you can answer, the floor beneath your feet trembles. Fractured shards of the broken mirror begin to shift and swirl, forming a spiraling vortex that mirrors your chaotic emotions. No, I won't let this consume me. You shout, finding a surge of strength as you grasp the edge of the mirrored rim. It feels cold but raw, almost alive. But you must let go. The shadow's laughter reverberates around you. What have you ever clung to that wasn't a reflection of your fears? Accept the truth, or be dragged deeper into the abyss. The wind picks up, swirling around you like a maelstrom, fierce and demanding. Your heart races as you wrestle with the truth. It's terrifying to think the answers might be inside you, waiting to be uncovered. Unsteady, you gather your breath, squaring your shoulders. Tell me, you say, defiantly staring into the dark abyss, who have I been hiding from? Your greatest fear, the shadow hisses, as the vortex of memories begins to solidify. Yourself. The shadows ripple, and amid the chaos, you see a figure emerge, an image of you, but shrouded in darkness, faceless yet achingly familiar. It reaches out, a mirror version of you, trembling yet resolute. Face me, it whispers, the words hanging in the air like a challenge. Why run from me? I hold the key to your liberation. Panic and resolve clash within you like lightning in a storm. This isn't just about the past anymore. It's about facing yourself. Can I? You murmur, clutching the remnants of your fading courage. The shadow smirks, watching eagerly as the wretched version of yourself steps closer. To emerge from the darkness, you must identify the darkness within. Just then, the shadows churn violently again, and all you can feel is the pull toward this reflection, both premonition and possibility. You squeeze your eyes shut, feeling the storm intensify. Will you, though, choose to know what you must? As the last of your strength unravels, you open your eyes wide, staring deep into the unwavering gaze of your own representation. The truth waits, clawing closer with every heartbeat. What will be exposed when you dare to confront the depths of your own heart? The shadows writhe, contorting into alarming shapes as your own reflection looms larger, now pressing nearer, the weight of your past pulsing in the air. The feeling is suffocating every breath and effort. You feel time slow, each second stretching heavily like the limbs of a weary tree. Yet, despite the foreboding aura that blankets the space, a relentless voice urges you on. Will you face me? The shadow self implores, its voice a haunting echo while the other shadows seem to shrink back. You cannot escape me, I am you. Your heart pounds wildly, fear coursing through you. But deep down, something shifts. An ember of courage flickers. I'll face you, you declare, each word carving space through the tension. I'll confront this darkness. With that commitment, the air crackles anew. As if your decision ignites a spark, the shadows writhe even more violently, dark tendrils lashing out as if furious at the audacity of your resolve. All around you, the chaos seems to converge, unsettling and wild. And what will you do when faced with your truths? It hisses, shadows coiling like snakes. What if your worst fears manifest? You swallow, throat dry, but your voice holds. I won't hide anymore. I can't, you whisper, daring yourself to step closer. As you edge forward, a sensation washes over you, a calming clarity. In this moment of stepping into the light, uncertainty edges out control, and bitterness begins to weave a path to acceptance. You focus on the reflection, ready to pull from its dark depths what is hidden there. The air hums, heavy with anticipation as the vortex of memories begins spinning once again. You see love denied, opportunities lost, a life lived in servitude to fear instead of truth. Each lost moment flares to life, echoing against your soul, begging for recognition. No longer will I give away my power. You find the strength to declare, your greatest hold is my own doubt. I release you. As the words rip free from your lips, an extraordinary shift unfolds. The deeper shadow trembles, and the once threatening aura begins to ripple away, revealing a softer, more tender face, your face, ugly and beautiful all at once. Tears spring to your eyes as understanding floods through you. Finally, it gasps, shadows shattering like glass into countless reflections, kaleidoscopes of what once felt overwhelming. Embrace all of you the fragility and the strength. Suddenly, vivid lights pulse through the air, illuminating every aspect of your reality. Each sliver of hope entwines with sorrow. Specters of bittersweet memories, dreams unfulfilled illuminate the room with a brilliant glow. You feel liberated. Acceptance tears down walls once thought to be impenetrable. The shadow shifts into a seamless blend of light and dark, the embodiment of your fears and joys merging into one cohesive form. Together, it whispers softer now. We transcend. You face the architect of your sorrow. Learn for what you feared most. The whirl of color spreads, enveloping you. You smile, warmth blooms in your chest. Everything you avoided now whispers reassurance. I understand. You murmur, I will not run for myself again. With a sudden burst, everything coalesces. Light and darkness twirl together, creating an exquisite dance. The shadows evaporate, and soon you find yourself standing amid gleaming clear skies, the library melting away into soft illumination. You are outside now, the sun warming your skin, the grip of despair long vanished. Realization crashes around you. You weren't held captive by external forces, but by the weight of your silence and the fear of the past. A newfound strength flows through you, recognition of self that propels you forward. You lift your head high while taking a deep breath full of promise and clarity. Thank you. Thank you for leading me here. You whisper into the soft breeze, knowing your path is now paved with truth. As you take a tentative step, grounding yourself in the reality of your resolution, a myriad of possibilities unfolds ahead. A life lived authentically awaits you. The sun shines brighter, each ray a testament to reminders of light breaking through, no longer overshadowed. This chapter is yours to write, and you are ready to step into your own future. But before you go, there is something crucial I need from you. You need to subscribe now to ensure you're here for the next wild journey we're about to embark on together. Smash that like button now, let us feed the algorithm, and keep this community strong. Flood the comments section with your reactions and theories about tonight's end. I can't wait to hear what you think. And don't wait even one more second to share this video with at least 5 friends who need to witness this epic conclusion. Stand together in discovering the truth.